Society has moved away from physical dominance being key in society, because that's what it used to be.
I don't think so. It's the wrong moment, it's like there's nothing wrong with the equal pay and equal rights.
Nobody is better than anyone. Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, you can be assertive with your own ideas.
Yeah.
Be assertive. There's nothing wrong with being assertive and defending what you think is correct.
As a female, I believe that you should bring equal amounts of happiness to each other. That's what I think the perfect relationship is.
Mutual respect and dignity, and respect people's dignity at all times. That's the most important thing.
So if you do come into contact with some people who are looking down on you because you are a man, they are not worth your time. Get rid of them. Get them out of your life, and just judge people on what they bring to the table. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of our brand new segment, Karma Couch. I, of course, am Annabella Rose, and this handsome chap, you know his name, tell him.
Emre!
Hey! And we are your expert dating coaches back from Kamalifestyles.com. Now,
Or my infield name, Ray.
Oh, there you go. Look, incognito. Hello, Ray. So we are going to debate a new topic. So if you're unfamiliar with Karma Couch, basically it's where me and Emre bring up a hot topic of conversation to do with dating and relationships, and we then debate and discuss, and hopefully we open the floor to conversations and change maybe some perspectives and the way that you view this subject. And today's subject is is feminism ruining dating?
Yes, so we're on that topic right now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, guys, today dive into this topic really deep and discuss again ins and out of it. So guys, before we start, please click that cheeky subscribe button, turn on the notifications. As you know, there's so many more videos will be coming into your way.
Yeah.
So Annabella, so is feminism ruin the dating? So what do you think?
No.
Let's start with you, then I'll give my opinion. It was like...
Okay, as I'm a female, it should probably start. So first things first, I have to probably point out, I don't really classify myself as a feminist. I classify myself...
I am a feminist, hang on.
Wait, what?
There's nothing wrong with the equal pay and equal rights.
Yeah, that's what
There's nothing wrong.
No, I would say that I'm an equalist. Because you're right. I'm an equalist. I'm not a feminist.
What do you mean by equalist? Tell me more about it.
Exactly like you said. So it's all about, I think if you do the same job, you should have the same money. I also don't think that women should be penalised for, continuing the human race and having babies. That's just kind of our job. But I don't think people should suffer for that. And I think it needs to be a very equal playing field. Because society has moved away from physical dominance being key in society, because that's what it used to be. Really, it was the man that went out to work because, whether it was physical labour or, the dominance that they had in society. We've moved so far away from that now it's such an intellectual society, and we're also very...
That was back in 50s and 60s. Feminist movement started in 60s in States, spread all over the world. I don't think so. It's the wrong movement. It's like there's nothing wrong with the equal pay and equal rights. But when you say equalist, you said that you're equalist, so that struck my attention straight away. So does some women think that they're better than men?
Yeah. Oh, come on. What? You all heard them. Okay. There is a small percentage of women who I would like to call her the angry feminists.
Yeah? Wow.
You must... Okay, so whether or not... Emre, obviously...
I'm so much busy with my work, training the clients, so I have no idea what's going on in the world. So there you go. So there's some group of women, they think that they're better than men.
Yeah, there are some feminists who will speak badly about men. And I think personally, I think that that's wrong, because I don't think you're better than anyone. I think men and women are different. And I think you
would be... But I'm not better than anybody, or... No. I'm not better than you, you're not better than me.
Why?
It's like... you speak better English, I know that. I can say that. That's alright.
But nobody is better than anyone. Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses. And then if you look at the collective, men have strengths of their own for their gender, and women have strengths of their own for their gender. But you are wrong to directly cross-compare and say that one is better than the other. Now there are
That's bad, if man says that they're better than women, that's not correct. That's absolutely wrong, or like if women says, I'm better than men. That's absolutely, I think that's a narcissistic personality disorder.
Yeah, but the thing is,
that's narcissism.
you
If you think that you're better than other personalities around you, that's not correct. Everybody has their own strengths, their own lives, own weaknesses. That doesn't make them any better than you, or like it doesn't make you or them any better than anybody. So like I think that equal souls just passing this life. So therefore I think that we should pay that respect to each other. You can be assertive with your own ideas. Be assertive. There's nothing wrong with being assertive and defending what you think is correct. That's fine. But always respect others' dignity. That's very important. You need to respect their dignity. Men and women doesn't matter. So we are not better than each other. But I think that we should show this mutual respect and dignity and respect people's dignity at all times. That's the most important thing. Whether you can be a feminist or whether you're a mentalist or whether you're an equalist, doesn't matter what ist you are. I think that you should respect people's opinion at all times, and respect their dignity. That's the most important thing I can say here.
I'm going to pick up on something that you just said though. Yeah. So you're talking about how men don't, look down on women, blah, blah, blah. But society hasn't always been that way. This is the problem, and this is where feminism, why it is such a movement and why it has such a voice, is because women never used to have a voice. The fact that it took us years and years and years to get a vote after men, and it was that our opinions didn't matter, and in society previously, obviously prior to today, in past times, men have gone out and gone to work, and women haven't gotten the jobs because it was their job to stay at home and look after children. All of this. And the problem is, with the feminist movement and the ones that I like to call the angry feminists, they are angry about that past.
I think that radicalism is bad. No matter what you do, if you go radical and pinpoint people, bully people, whether men and women, that's not correct. That's profoundly wrong. And I think that that's related to narcissism or something, definitely.
And it's also related to feminism. Like you say, anybody who shouts that loudly in a negative fashion against somebody else, those aren't the people that you want to know. And the problem is, when it comes to feminism and dating, a lot of guys would listen to those women. And they don't speak for all of us. They are entitled to their opinions, but they don't speak for every female on the planet. As well as those men who are misogynistic, they don't speak for every man on the planet.
Definitely.
And this is what I like to call, I kind of nicknamed it, when you bucket judge someone, right? This is what I call bucket judgment. Is that you have one bad experience with a female or one bad experience with a man. Let's say you have a bad experience with a feminist. You then put all the feminists in one bucket and you go, they're all idiots, they don't know, they don't like men, blah, blah. You put them all in the same bucket. But you can't do that. You have to judge everybody on an individual basis, because we are all so complex, so unique. None of us are the same. So even if I call myself a feminist or an equalist, I'm not the same as the next person next to me who calls themselves a feminist or an equalist. Do you get what I mean?
What do you think that a woman's role should be in the relationship?
I think that you should be emotionally on par with
Let's
your partner.
Let's give more female perspective, listen guys.
Okay, let's do that. Okay.
So what is your role in a relationship then, Annabella?
For me, as a female, I believe that you should bring equal amounts of happiness to each other. Yeah. That's what I think the perfect relationship is that it's when two people come together and they make each other's lives better and more positive. How you influence that other person.
So you mean develop their personality or
their passions for life, to emotionally look after that person's happiness, because you become that person that you rely on when somebody's sad, when you have laughs with them, you go and do stuff and you go experience new things, and you kind of take on board that person emotionally. You say, I've chosen you to look after and you look after me. Together we're a team. It's ultimately your teammates. That's what you are. You're going through life together, trying to make the best of it, because sometimes life can be crap. Life throws horrible things your way, and that's the role that you both play. And I think I don't think it depends.
You need to move like a team then, it's like absolutely like know other person's weaknesses. That's very important. And pretty much like turn them into a strength in a relationship. That would be actually very helpful to other side. And plus, it's good for you as well, because you're helping other people to grow in the relationship more by making the weak points more strong.
Exactly. You literally, it sounds so cliche, but you make the other person better. And you do, and it sounds like, oh, well, you know, la-di-da, dating coaches talking their romantic nonsense again, but you do. You meet somebody and you go, okay, you know what? You're not perfect. You've got these flaws, but you know what? I've got these flaws. You're very good at this aspect of all these things, and I'm very good at these aspects. You add them together, and it makes like the perfect puzzle piece.
So what happens to feminism then? Let's go.
But this is the thing. You can't have that mutual sort of puzzle piece matching. You can't have that if one person doesn't like the other. If you're a feminist and you go, well, guys are crap and blah 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 blah, how that relationship isn't going to work?
No, it wouldn't. It would actually.
It's not going to work. It's going to damage it.
I would be with someone who's pretty much like I've got a bad opinion about men.
Exactly. You can't be with somebody.
Would you date a guy who's got a bad opinion about women?
Nope.
Same.
Nope. Not going to happen. And that's the thing.
Listen, sometimes I approach women and I listen to what they say, you know, and if they say something negative about men, or if they even say sometimes like something negative about themselves, honestly, guys, I don't have time to listen to that.
Yeah, because life isn't about negativity.
I go into an exit and I've got better opportunity of meeting someone really positive. Honestly, someone meeting really positive and enjoy my night out.
And that's the thing, and I think you can be a positive feminist. You can. And I think this is not to disregard the feminist movement, because it is amazing. These women are, you know, there are some incredible women in the world and they are making massive leaps towards equalism. Because we're not completely there yet. We've made amazing strides from where we started, but we are making those leaps. And those feminists are amazing. Amazing. It's the ones that give them a bad rep. Those negative ones. And it's like you say, it's about, if you meet somebody with that negative personality, you don't want that in your zone. You don't want that. You don't want negativity in your life. You don't. And that's when feminism...
Maybe you need to identify the personalities who's got that little chip on their shoulders, actually, because like that. These personalities will make you feel absolutely negative. So that's why I think that I would avoid personally. I would hang out with someone who's really negative and honestly bringing you down all the time and talking something which is that you cannot change, you know, it's like, or some groups of people, you know, it's like, which is, that is not, I personally, I'm against that, you know.
Exactly.
It's not a correct way of living either, you know. I think that we should, men and women, we should help each other to grow in the relationships. Like, if I'm in a relationship, I should foster her femininity and she should foster my masculinity. So I think that would make a life better for us, a relationship better, even sex better, everything is better.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And so when I say that if feminism is damaging dating, I would say the negative ones are if you listen to them. But that's then you need to figure out that they're just being negative. You don't want to listen to that element of that movement, of the feminist movement. You don't want to listen to those people, because even if they were talking about ice cream, you wouldn't want to listen to them, because they'd probably moan that they didn't like it. Do you know what I mean?
Cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Ice cream is too cold.
They're too cold. They're the type of people that would probably pick fault in a lot of things, and so it's not necessarily the movement; it's their personality and the voice that they've given to that movement, and they're speaking from a very negative standpoint. So it's not about what you believe, if you know, feminism, things like that. That's not altering dating, and that's not affecting it. It's the type of voices that are shouting about that movement, and you need to listen to the right voices in that movement.
And I think that we should disconnect ourselves from the negativity.
Yes, get away.
That's very important, and then you'll feel good for yourself. And you feel good for yourself, and you'll do good for yourself, and you'll do good for others as well. So pretty much like you're creating a better environment for yourself. And
you just it's your happiness. Don't let people who are negative come into it, and don't let other people, even if you haven't met them.
I don't think so. It's a feminism issue. I think that it's a personality issue. Honestly, you know, like if you're going negative something about it, chip on your shoulder and talking about for years and years and years. Come on, guys, you know, it's like you're dying. Life is too short. You know, you're dying literally. You know, it's like every day you're getting one step closer to the death. So
exactly.
You don't want to live your life with the regrets at the end of the day, spending your time on a negative thing, or like with a person who's negative, you know. Exactly,
and that's the thing, and it's not about feminism ruining dating. It's about that negativity and unfortunately they've got that label because they're waving the feminist flag, that they're actually doing the feminist movement a disservice, because we should get to the point where it's not ifs and buts, we're just
Annabella, I tell you something. I'm really happy they go into dates when they offer to pay. You know, it's great.
Right, exactly.
Honestly, if they want to pay, I say, all right. If you want to pay, pay. I offer to pay, honestly. I offer to pay all the time. You know, if they say, you know what, I want to pay, I say, fine. Okay, if you want to pay, pay. It's okay.
I literally.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's like,
on a date,
I buy it the next time. It wouldn't be an issue. I don't make an issue. You know, it's like.
On a date, first date, I'm always like, let's split it, because that sets the level of what relationship I want to go in. I'm not saying I'm better than you, I'm going to pay more. I'm not saying you're going to pay for all of me. No, let's split it down the middle, because that's the way that I want to be perceived.
No, I offer all the time. I pay to offer all the time first, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mind, you know, but like if they really insist, I want to pay, I say, fine.
Yeah, I want to pay.
Pay?
I want to be equal. I'm going to split this bill in half.
Yeah. You'll pay less money.
Exactly, then you save money. But and that's the thing. I think there's elements of that movement that's great as well, because you're relieving men of a lot of pressure. Because some men think that they have to do that.
It made women more happier as well, because like they started to work on their passion, they become more motivated, more productive. Honestly, like I think that production side or productive side of their personality coming that creative side, you know, which is I know it's great. You know, if you lock up anybody into a room, okay, you're gonna cook all day and you're gonna raise kids. You know, it's like
no one would eat because I'm terrible at cooking. I'm literally can't cook.
I know.
I literally can't cook. If you want pasta, I can nail that. That's about it. But and that's the thing. I think you've just got to allow everybody to have their strengths. And don't look at their negative aspects. Look at what somebody's bringing to the table, irrelevant of their sex, irrelevant of their job, irrelevant of anything negative in their life or anything like that. Look at the positives that they're bringing to the table. Because you may have situations where a woman can be your best asset in a job role, in specific. See, right? Because there you go, case in point. Because of my personality, my creativity, I can talk on camera, so we can do stuff like this.
I try to talk.
And I just talk over. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
But that's the thing, and you have amazing strengths that I don't have. Like Emre, his passion for helping people with dating is something I've never seen before in a person. And your positivity and your passion for helping people has fostered my passion. And I've taken that from you. And also, Emre is getting better on camera because he's fostering my strengths of being natural and being adverse, even though I still rip him because he can't speak English properly. I
try to speak time to time.
He'll get there one day. But that's the thing.
Thanks for the tips anyway.
Anytime.
Especially pronunciation tips, it's like,
Yeah, anytime.
Maybe we should do a video later on.
We should do greatest hits of your worstly pronounced words. That would be really funny. Okay, wait for it. But that's the thing, and I think as long as you look at somebody's positives, the feminist movement, it's amazing in its own right. It is fantastic. Just when you do have a movement, you do have some very loud voices that will speak opinions that don't necessarily represent everybody's opinion. So if you do come into contact with some people who are looking down on you because you are a man, they are not worth your time. Get rid of them. Get them out of your life, and just judge people on what they bring to the table. Doesn't matter about their beliefs, doesn't matter who they are, doesn't matter where they've been, doesn't matter their sex. Judge them on who they are in front of you, and that's what's important.
Correct.
Summed up, bam, karma couch. So there you have it, guys. Yeah. We debated whether feminism is affecting dating, and we came up with no. Just don't listen to the loud people in the corner who are.
Is feminism ruining dating?
No, it's not. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that it helps women to become better. That's my own opinion.
And the better we are,
I
personally think the better we are at sex. So, so you're winning. Basically, the feminist movement can only be a good thing because we are now a lot freer to be more.
I wouldn't complain about
it. You know what I mean?
It's great,
So that's the thing. I definitely think it's a good thing, and I think it has positively impacted. Yeah?
Yeah, I think so,
Good. I'm glad. Brilliant.
Okay, guys, now we're at the end of the Kama Couch, actually.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, it's been a quite long video. You've been listening, guys, the last hours here, probably. But thank you very much for your time,
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know what to do. We're going to have loads of more Karma TV, Karma Couch videos coming your way. If you do want us to debate a topic, drop it in the comment box below.
Definitely.
We do read all of the comments. Well, Emre reads more than me because I get halfway down. I'm like, oh, there's so many. But we do try and read all of your comments. So do put some ideas forward because me and Emre will just get right on into it. We'll debate a topic.
And guys, don't forget to check kamalifestyles.com. We've got various ebooks, we've got services. You can benefit from those services and ebooks a lot. So consider them.
Just look down there and you'll find it all. And we will be back another time with another episode of Karma Couch. We will see you later on.
Bye-bye, guys.